Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a simple and delicious meal of fried cabbage and sausage. And what you're going to begin with is take a Dutch oven or a deep pot, preheat it to about medium to medium high heat, and I put about a tablespoon of olive oil in the skillet to which I'm placing my sausages into. Now these sausages that I'm using are not cooked, so you can always skip this step if you would like and purchase a smoked sausage or kielbasa that's already cooked, and you won't have to go through the process of cooking this. So what I'm doing here is browning the sausages on both sides for around 5 minutes so that they're caramelized but not fully cooked. To cook these sausages thoroughly, I'm going to add a half a cup of water to the pot, cover it with the lid, reduce the heat to simmer, and allow it to cook for around 12 minutes. What you want to do is make sure that the sausages are cooked through on the inside, so make sure to check them before you add them to your dish in a little bit. So while my sausage is cooking, I'm taking one large head of cabbage, to which I will cut it in half first, then quarter it, then core it. And so some people will eat the core of the cabbage. Normally we give that to our chickens along with the outer leaves. That's totally up to you. Everybody does things differently, and there's really nothing wrong with that. But what I'm doing is I will cut my cabbage into small pieces that are thin. You can cut them into larger, coarser pieces. It just might mean it takes longer for your cabbage to cook, or it might still be a little more crisp when you're eating it. So that's totally up to how you like it, but again, for this purpose and how I made it, I cut my cabbage rather small in small pieces for this recipe. You can see here in the dish and on the cutting board how mine looked. And these are the sausages once they're finished cooking. So once I pull them out of the plate, I'm going to drain that water and some of the grease off into a separate bowl before I continue cooking. If you've never made this dish before, fried cabbage with sausage is so good, and it really is economical and nutritious in a lot of ways too. And so even if it has bacon in it and other things that some people may not consider health foods, it is far healthier than a McDonald's cheeseburger, and I think we could all agree on that. So what you want to do now that you have emptied your Dutch oven or your pot of the water and grease from your sausage cooking is add around 6 slices of bacon. I think I might have used a little bit more, but you want to aim for 5 to 6 slices of bacon. And what you're going to do with this bacon is you're going to cook it in your skillet on about medium heat. You don't want to get it too hot, but you're going to leave that grease when it's finished cooking in the bottom of your pot and pull the bacon off onto a plate, because you're going to be using that in just a little bit to add back to our dish. Now that your bacon is out of the skillet, you're going to add your cabbage to that bacon grease. And I know it's going to look like that I've got a pot full of cabbage, and I do, but realize that as the cabbage fries and cooks, it'll wilt down and look far less than what it really is. But what you're going to want to do is take your cabbage, put it into your pot, and keep your heat on a medium-high heat. If you need to cut it down at some point to a medium heat, you can, but I kept mine on medium-high and it did great. And so what I do is put my cabbage in the pot and I let it start cooking. And so I keep the lid on it. I'll come back every couple minutes. I'll stir it around, make sure it's frying good. But that's really it. You're going to keep cooking that, and that might take a good 15 minutes for all the cabbage to be wilted down to where you want it. But while that cabbage is cooking, I'm taking my sausage and I'm cutting it into slices. And again, you can use sausage like I used here. You can buy smoked sausage or kielbasa, or you could even use a turkey sausage if you want. But the options are endless. Make it how you and your family enjoy it. After 15 minutes of cooking the cabbage, you want to now add your sliced sausage to the pot, and then we're going to take that bacon that you've been looking at since it's been sitting over on the stove or on your cabinet. You want to take that bacon, crumble it into pieces, and then what we're going to do is stir the meat into the cabbage. What I will say is that you will see me in just a few moments add some salt and pepper. I did not measure the salt or pepper, but it was not much, just a few dashes. My advice to you would be to add that at the time of eating, just because your meat between the bacon and the sausage is going to have quite a bit of salt in it, along with other flavorings, and so you don't want to make a dish too salty. So if in doubt, hold it until you get to the table and then add it as you need it. And so now we're just stirring this together, and in just a few moments we're going to put the lid on it, cover it, and reduce the heat to about a medium low and let it cook from 45 minutes to an hour. And again, this is your dish. Make it how you want. Add some seasonings if you would like to make it fit your family's needs. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure to do so, and make sure to like this video too. And if you try this dish, please comment below, let me know, or if you have some ideas of something else you might want to see, comment that as well. Thanks for watching. Come back and see us.